Good morning, Internet. It's a beautiful day and I'm just about to meet a fellow biker, a friend of mine. He rides an R9T, to show him my new Yoshimura Alpha T exhaust, which went on the bike yesterday. And just listen. So, it's a long story about yesterday because I certainly had no intention of changing my exhaust when the day started, but I did something so stupid and so expensive that, to put right that is, that the only way I could make myself feel better was to come out of it with something positive in terms of my bike. So what did I do? Well, I was parked up. I'd actually gone to the dentist and I'd managed to park the bike outside, put the steering lock on, stuck a disc brake on the front, and I put a padlock on the rear sprocket, which is how I always leave my bike. And then I thought, well, rather than just ride away, I'll stop for a moment and have a vape and check my emails. Somebody started attempting to park in the space next to my bike, and he backed his car in, pulled forward, reversed, got a bit closer to the bike, pulled forward again, and each time he did it he was getting a little bit closer. So I thought, well, I've got two choices. I can stand here waiting for an accident, or I can get on my bike and take it out of the reach of this guy and his car. That's what I decided to do. Put my helmet on very quickly, put my gloves on, don't think I even did my gloves up. Started the engine, I saw a gap in the traffic and I thought, right, I'll give it some throttle, get round the back of this bloody car. Let the clutch out and then went crashing down because I had forgotten to take the locks off my wheels. Now, fortunately the disc brake on the front wheel didn't hit the caliper. Well, it didn't have time to hit the caliper because the padlock on the rear wheel had already totally destroyed the rear sprocket. So I had no rear sprocket, the chain was hanging off, I was on the floor, the bike was on top of me. Honestly, not good at all. Right, I'm going to shut up for a minute and just let you listen to this exhaust, and then I'll carry on. So, to cut a long story short, I called the RAC, had a bit of an argument over the cost of relaying me to a Triumph dealer, which is Milton Keynes, so not cheap. 37 miles I think they quoted, and they charged me £232, which I'm now discussing with them. But anyway, that aside, we managed to get the bike tied down on a low loader and got up to Triumph.
In 1,000 feet at the roundabout, continue straight onto Radlett Road, B462.
At 2 minutes past 3, having been given a 3 o'clock deadline if I wanted to be riding the bike home that day. And true to their word, they took the bike into the workshop, put the new sprocket and chain kit on the bike, and I was ready to go the same day. But there was one complication, because as I was leaving the Triumph showroom to go and get a coffee and something to eat while they were working on the bike, some trinkets caught my eye, and there on the wall was a Yoshimura Alpha T exhaust, which is what I've wanted on this bike since the day I bought it. And so I decided to spend even more and have the Yoshi can put on my bike, and so they did that for me as well. And this is the result. I bloody love it, although the baffle is out at the moment, and I have to say it's quite loud. Although when I just looked at the baffle, which I got in a bag at home, it was just a sort of hollow pipe. There was no padding or packing in it, so I'm not quite sure how that works. Theoretically, I can put it on the exhaust if I want to. I'm not entirely sure what good it would do, being just another tube. So I'll read up on that. I'm probably just being silly. So there we have it. I'm off to Sarras, a lovely little pub called the Cricketers, to meet my mate who has beautiful Akrapovic exhaust on his bike, his R9T, and yet he seems unhappy with it. I don't know why. So he's asked if we can meet for a coffee so he can hear my Yoshi. What I've said to him is he should just take the baffles out of his, I'm sure he's got twin pipes, I can't remember. Anyway, we will see. I'm going to stop yapping now, and I will join you when we're in Sarras, approaching the restaurant, just so you can have a view of Bobby and his bike. Well, not so much Bobby, but definitely Bobby's bike. Definitely want to see that, right? For sure. I'm 10 minutes early and about 3 minutes away, I think, and so 1 minute away. I don't know that Bobby is going to be there, which will be a shame because I really want to ride up to the pub with him sitting outside, so I can see the expression on his face. Take it easy, thank you. That's a bit quiet. Hey. That's so quiet. Hey? I know. When I had my other pipe on, I used to hear yours, I think, Rachel. Yeah. I used to hear yours and think, fuck, that's loud. I know. Oh my god, you've got a beast going on there. Take your helmet off, you've got to hear it. I know. I bought it for the first time today. It's a classic, isn't it? It's a classic. Yes, the bell, yeah. Or was it a bullet? No. Bell bullet. Bullet, that's it.